Tuesday, the 14th of July, finished the second day of the two-day workshop with the Costa Navarino management team, and I promised 2 days ago to brief you on what we discussed. It's turbulent times for all of us. Almost all organizations and all leaders across the planet are going through this pandemic, and it's unprecedented, and it calls for different measures. I based my philosophy on 3 pillars. The first pillar is the psychology of the person. If as a leader or as a manager, I cannot help myself, how can I help others? Think about it. If you're on a plane, the first thing they tell you just before you go up into the air, they say, if there is a lack of oxygen in the cabin, put your own oxygen mask first before you help anyone else, before you help your fellow travelers. In our case, it might be our kids on the plane, but in the case of these people here, it's their colleagues, their peers, their subordinates, or even their management team. The second pillar, it's the customer psychology, and I termed it as customer experience. The good news, as one of our guests said in the customer experience show, is that everyone is facing the exact same pandemic. Everyone is in this together, so they truly understand what's going on. But the bad news are the same as the good news. Everyone is in this together, and some people are feeling a bit depressed, some people cannot cope that well, and some people are stressed. So we need to have empathy when dealing with our customers. And here's where our tools come in. I talked to the management team of Costa Navarino about one of my favorite tools when you're dealing with a crisis, be it a pandemic or an economic crisis. That's the one that I've used in previous crises which were economic crises. It's the one that Harvard University uses, and I truly believe in it, and I have seen its results. And it's as follows: emergency, regression, progression. You face an emergency, your house is on fire. What will you say to your spouse? Take out the money or take out the kids? In an emergency, everyone knows, or almost everyone knows, what they should do. The energy levels rise up. People have a sense of purpose because they need, in this case, to save the house or to save the company. And some people find internal resources, internal strength that they never thought they could find. And then you move on to regression. That's when you stand in front of your house and you say, oops, my dreams turned into ashes. My belongings have evaporated. I have no money left. What will I do? And that's where the energy drops. That's where people lose their sense of purpose. That's where people start eating a lot or eating nothing, which is bad for health anyway. So that's where we need leaders, like the leaders here at Costa Navarino, to take their teammates from the regression to the last stage, which is the progression. The companies that manage to move from the emergency to the progression are the ones that are called growth companies. And that's where growth mindset comes in. Carol Dweck's work from Stanford University. A growth mindset leader is a leader who takes a step back, unlike a fixed mindset leader, and says, how can I get out of this crisis? Whereas a fixed mindset leader says, how can I deal with this crisis? We need more leaders that want to get out of the crisis rather than deal with the crisis. And our last resource and our last pillar, my dear friends, is the team psychology. As the great Michael Jordan, the great basketball player Michael Jordan once said, it takes a player to win a game, but it takes a team to win the championship. It's a team effort. The people here at Costa Navarino and all over the world need to deliver excellent customer care, and they need to not wait for the customer to appear on the premises to surprise and delight them. They can do that even before they appear. And the best example of all is the one that our business development manager, Sofia Shilimindri, shared with me. They went to a 5-star hotel in Cyprus together with her family because they all live in Lausanne. And their customer experience wasn't so good. So they decided they will never go back to that hotel again. And come 4th of December, one day before her daughter's birthday, they received a card in the mail. Her daughter's photo was in the middle of the card. It said, "Happy birthday to the kid," and it was signed by the kids club of that 5-star hotel. Fast forward a few months later, the young girl went to her mother and her father and said, "I want to go to this hotel. because they know me and they love me. And guess what? They went back to that hotel. Good hotels, good organizations wait for the customer to appear to delight them. Great organizations delight their customers before they ever appear. Grab your phone, send a thank you message. Don't try to sell anyone. Tell your customers how much you appreciate them. Tell your internal customers as leaders how much you appreciate them. And this way, my dear friends, you will move from the emergency, which is the pandemic, to progression, which is our normal life. And not only you will survive, but you will thrive. Take good care, and I'll keep you posted. Bye.